Hi, this is lesson 4, and this lesson is all about business goals. So, by the end of this lesson, you need to be able to have written your business goals into your business plan as a group and discuss those. You need to have written your personal reflections, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. And you need to have thought seriously about the charity that you're going to put forward for your stall. So let's just have a quick recap about business goals. Business goals, as you know, and I think we covered this quite a lot earlier on in the year, need to be SMART. That means they need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, or relevant and time-bound. You can see here I've put some information about how you can really relate those to your business plan. What you need to make sure you do for your business plan is make sure you've got a mixture of goals. That means you should have a social goal, which hopefully will be your charity, and we'll talk about that in a moment. You need to have an environmental goal, and I've given you some resources to read on business.gov.au, which is on the Google Classroom, on environmental management. And you also need to have a financial goal. Financial goal will really relate around profit or revenue. So you need to really think seriously about those and make sure they're smart. Another social goal that you can resource you can look at is the Starbucks resource. That's the corporate social responsibility. It's worth reading those resources to get a really good idea about how you can frame your business report. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the charity option, so the social goal. This is an area where you're going to need to expand a little bit. Mr. Feeney is going to read all the business plan goal sections, and Mr. Feeney is going to choose which he thinks is the most suitable charity for McCarthy Day for the businesses. So all the profit from all the businesses will go to the charity that he chooses. Now it's your role now in your business report and your business plan to put forward your charity and why you think that charity should be the charity for all the charity money made, all the profit made on that day. You're going to need to expand that social goal with information about your charity and information of why you think your business can make the most money for that charity. I've put on the Google Classroom some ideas of all the different Catholic charities. It needs to be Catholic centered or Christian based centered. So you need to have a real think about that and make sure it is linked to Catholic charities. The next thing you need to think about is really a recap of what you need to do next. So you need to also read the textbook, page 118 to 128, which has got some really great information about business goals. And you also need to write your business section on goals. So that means you're all going to have to collaborate and decide who writes that. Maybe split that into 3 different sections. One person do the financial, one person do the environmental, and maybe 2 people can work on the social, the charity donation section. Remember, you should have a mix of goals. You need to justify them. You need to make sure they're smart. And you need to make sure you write in a report format. So you know all the different format for report, dot points, subheadings, etc. Now, as always, I'm going to take you in a moment to the Google Classroom where you can see all the information. So here's your Google Classroom, and you'll see that along with this video, which is going to be placed there in a moment, you've got lesson 4, which is business goals. You'll see the resources I talked about, the Starbucks corporate social responsibility, environmental management, and the Catholic Services Australia, so you can find the different Catholic charities available. I want to draw your attention to the new way that we're going to do our reflections, and the reflections now are all going to be done through this document. What I need you to do is open that document and then make a copy for yourself and share that with me. That has got a series of reflections all in a row, so you can use multiple ones on the same document. You don't have to save it every time. And you see there, you just fill in the sections and it has already got multiple reflections in the document. So all you need to do is save that once, share it with me, and then do your reflections. So your reflection for this one will be for lesson 4. You should also have done your reflection for lesson 3. So all that is on Google Classroom. You can access everything through the Google Classroom. Finally, on the business goals PowerPoint, which I hope you've been watching, I've left you music education number 3, and today it is The Jam, a great band from the 1980s in England. and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you get something from that. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you all again soon.